Have you ever heard someone say, just get up and try harder? Or maybe you've said it to yourself. Here's a surprising truth. If motivation alone could cure depression, depression would not exist. Millions of people wake up every day wanting to function, wanting to work, to smile, to care, but their body and brain simply don't cooperate. And yet, depression is still one of the most misunderstood health conditions in the world. Tonight, we're going to change that. We'll uncover why depression is not laziness, what science reveals about the brain and body during depression, and how understanding this can completely shift how we treat ourselves and others. Stay with me until the end, because once you understand what's really happening, judgment turns into compassion, and shame begins to fade. As one powerful quote reminds us, you cannot hate yourself into becoming well. Let's start with the misconception. From the outside, depression can look like laziness. Someone sleeps too much. They cancel plans. They stop replying to messages. They struggle to complete simple tasks. So people assume they don't care. They're not trying. They're just lazy. But here's the truth. Depression doesn't remove desire. It removes energy. Imagine wanting to move, but feeling like your body weighs 1,000 pounds. Imagine wanting to think clearly, but feeling like your mind is fogged. That's not laziness. That's a system under strain. As one wellness saying puts it, judging a depressed person for resting is like judging someone with a broken leg for sitting. Depression is not just sadness. It's a whole body condition that affects brain chemistry, nervous system balance, hormones, energy production, sleep cycles, immune response. Research shows that depression changes how the brain processes reward, motivation, and effort. Tasks that feel easy to others, showering, answering a message, cooking a meal, can feel overwhelming. Not because the person doesn't want to do them, but because their brain is struggling to initiate action. Depression steals the start button, not the will. Now let's talk about the brain clearly and gently. In depression, key brain areas behave differently. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and motivation, becomes less active. The amygdala, which processes fear and emotional pain, often becomes more sensitive. The reward system produces less dopamine, the chemical linked to motivation and pleasure. So effort feels harder and reward feels weaker. This is why encouragement like just push through often backfires. It assumes the brain is functioning normally, but it isn't. You can't out-motivate a malfunctioning circuit. This next part is very important. Depression disrupts cellular energy. Studies show that people with depression often experience chronic fatigue, muscle heaviness, slowed thinking, physical pain without clear injury. The body enters a low-energy survival mode. So when someone says, I know I should get up, but I can't, they're not exaggerating. They're describing a real physiological barrier. As One Health Insight says, depression is exhaustion, not indifference. Unfortunately, labeling depression as laziness adds shame, and shame activates stress. Stress increases inflammation. Inflammation worsens depression. This creates a painful loop. Struggle, shame, stress, deeper struggle. Many people with depression are actually trying harder than anyone realizes just to survive the day. The hardest battles are often invisible. Let's gently explore the nervous system. Depression often involves a dysregulated nervous system, stuck between shutdown and overload. Instead of the calm, rest and recover state, the body stays tense or numb. This explains why. Rest doesn't feel refreshing. Sleep doesn't feel restorative. Even joy feels muted. The body is conserving energy, not because it's lazy, but because it's overwhelmed. A shutdown system is a protective system. Think of a phone with a low battery. It dims the screen, closes background apps, limits performance. You don't accuse the phone of laziness. You recharge it. Depression is similar. The system is conserving power. The solution is not pressure. It's understanding, support, and proper care. Let's talk about supportive steps, not cures, not pressure. Small actions matter. not do everything, but one shower, one short walk, one honest conversation, one moment of rest without guilt. Consistency matters more than intensity. Routine helps regulate the nervous system. Sunlight supports brain chemistry. Movement, even gentle, supports circulation and mood. And connection matters deeply. Healing happens in safe spaces, not under pressure. A gentle reminder: depression is a legitimate medical and psychological condition. Therapists, doctors, and mental health professionals are trained to help the brain and body recover. Seeking help is not weakness. It's an act of courage. Getting help is not giving up. It's choosing yourself. If you know someone struggling, here's what helps most. Believe them. Listen without fixing. Offer presence, not pressure. Instead of, "Why don't you try harder?" Try, "I'm here." You're not alone. Small kindness changes everything. Let's bring this together. Depression is not laziness. It is not a character flaw. It is not a lack of effort. It is a complex interaction between the brain, body, and environment. And understanding this changes everything. If you're struggling, you are not broken. If you know someone who is, they're not weak. As we close, remember this truth. Healing begins when judgment ends. If this video helped you see depression differently, please like it, share it with someone who needs understanding, and subscribe for more science-backed wellness education. Before you go, reflect on one small habit you can treat more gently today. Compassion is powerful, and it starts with knowledge. You're not alone. Until next time, stay rooted in wellness, stay well, and keep glowing naturally.